I know it doesn't look like much, but this is genuinely a lot of books. Let's organize my bookshelf. Alright, let's start. I have some stuff down here that are not books, they're magazines, miscellaneous. What I didn't show is I also have new books to add to my bookshelf. I did a haul already of what I bought, so if you want to go check that out, it's called Buying More Books. Also, I'm unhauling a lot of books at the same time, so that's gonna leave me with a lot of room. I'm gonna decide what books I just don't want anymore. They're not gonna be on my shelves, they gotta go. I'm saying goodbye to the entire Bridgerton series, and that's because I am just never gonna read these books. I love the show, but I know I'm not going to read these books. Family and friends got me the books for Christmas and I felt so bad. I just didn't have the heart to tell them, like, hey, this is just a situation where I'm only going to be watching the show and not actually diving into the books. My boyfriend ended up getting this for me, I think 2 Christmas ago, and I still haven't picked it up. Apparently it's a love story about Latinos, and I love me a good love story with Latinos in it, okay? One of my favorite girls is Alexis Daria. I don't know, something about it. I opened it, I started reading it, I closed it, and I said, yeah, I'm not feeling this book at all. I don't know what it is, the way that it was coming off, the writing, I just was not feeling it. Do I know if this is a good book or not? I don't care to find out. I have these 2 books that were given to me for Christmas, and they're so pretty. I feel like the way she's writing this, the way that this is written is really interesting. Like when you actually, it almost feels like I'm looking at episodes, but I don't really understand what's happening. I've really tried to keep up and I feel like I was vomited all this information that I had no clue. We literally have a table of significant characters in order of appearance. The chapters give like a brief introduction of what's happening before you read into it. I truly don't know what's happening, and some of the reviews say as much fun as the English language will permit, something like there's no literary experience quite like reading an India Holton book. I genuinely have no idea what's going on and I feel like I'm missing out, but at the same time I just don't see myself really getting into these books anytime soon, so I'm just gonna, they're gonna go. I am unhauling these 2 books. I think this was actually one of my first romance novels. It was really sweet. It was one of my favorite stories getting into the romance genre. And I just know I'm not gonna really come back to it. Oh my gosh, this was one of my favorites when I was little. I think this book is the cutest thing ever, but I just know I'm not gonna pick it back up. And I would just use my Kindle, so she's going to find a way home. I wish I could rip this book up. I read the full Spanish Love Deception. I read the full thing. I hated that book. That book actually put me into a reading, whatever you call it. I stopped reading after that book for a while. Like I read that book and it made me hate reading. This is the second one. I will always give the author a second chance. So I was like, maybe the first book was not for me, but I hear that this one's way better, so I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah, no, I got a few chapters in where I really went, I'm DNFing this shit. I'm actually going to consider myself if I continue reading this. So this is going away, thankfully, forever. Elena Armas, please stop writing. Actually, you know what? Keep writing. You're making money, keep writing. She's going. This book was so bad. This is the first book I've ever read from Dustin. This book was genuinely bad. It is such a beautiful cover. but it was so I'm sorry. I want to give this other book a chance. Like I said, I'm the type of person where if I don't like something that I read from an author, if it's like the first book, I'll give another series or another book a chance just to see, because I think it's unfair to just base it off of one thing. So when I get to it, there is a second book called When Haru Was Here. I do want to read that one and see if that one's better. I'm almost done with this book, but once I'm done, I think I'm going to unhaul it. It's not, there really isn't anything wrong with it. I don't know if I would want it in my shelves, but we'll see. We still have a lot of books to go through. We still have all those books to organize and put away. And right here, that's all the books I'm sending away. I'm also sweating. This one. I think this book should be in garbage. I think this book should be banned. I think this book genuinely is the dumbest thing that has been created on earth, and I say that not lightly. I say that genuinely, like this is ass. Anyway, I'm DNFing this because I actually got far into it and I kept trying to push through it, and I just realized, do I hate myself or do I actually respect myself? And it's the latter, so this one's DNFing. It's good. It's good. We got somewhere. Oh my gosh. This is... My whole thing is gonna fall. We got somewhere. So this is kind of empty, which is fine. Eventually, as I read these, I will start sorting them. But for now, here is... This is gonna honestly be a place where I put just miscellaneous things too. Like, I don't like putting things all the way at the top or all the way at the bottom. So this place is going to have my spirituality stuff, among other things. It's going to be my fantasy fiction / romance shelf. I don't know. This is definitely the shelf that will be continuously rotating because this is my I haven't read shelf and I will get to reading. This is going to, I think this is kind of bleeding into, this is more so like the non-fiction and whatever the hell kind of lands on here shelf. This is the classics. Love me some good classics. Even if I'm not reading these, I just don't ever want to get rid of them because I think you should definitely preserve certain books. So here you go. And then my childhood books, and that's it.